But Ross would be filthy with that. Very frustrated as well. They've got an extra, so it's harder to keep the ball inside their forward 50. So you get the ball to that extra and you end up giving it back.
That's what he has ahead of him. And he sneaks it in for his 50th career goal.
Yeah, Hawks able to get their run and carry off half-back. Sam Mitchell back into the side this week. Jared was involved. Quickly transitioned through Jordan Lewis. This really to the right, Jared. Let the wind do the work. Have a look at those flags. It's going to be a lot of work in this. Probably 10 metres outside that right post.
He is a sharpshooter. 16 goals so far in his 7 games this season. Make that 17 goals, edging into his 8th game.
Very good there, Jared. Now, the critical thing there by Jack Gunston in this set shot was he kept the ball low. Into the teeth of the breeze. Good edge of Gunston, really, to be in a one-on-one contest.
Shouldn't have been there, though, Brandon. Should have been up the other end. They had 6 goes. Senior players trying to hit a target, trying to mark a football, and all going to ground. There's just no excuse for that many bad mistakes.
And for the first time today, Hawthorn hit the front.
Yeah, good.
Kingy.
Just having a look for positives for the young Fremantle outfit out there, and Lockie Weller is one of those.
Smith, good shimmy there. Back inside to the hot spot. Burgoyne crunched, bruised, shrugged one, bounced off the post, kicked one of the goals of the year.
Yeah, he used the post very well there.
I don't think you're allowed to use the post, Brownie. I actually didn't think. I thought that was a law that you weren't allowed to have possession and push off the post.
He's one of those that's been on the list, picked 28 back in 2012, so a few years, just 8 games so far. It was about to be a Crow, but then the Kirk Tippett sanctions saw them lose, picked 20, the Crows, and the South Australian headed to Hawthorn, and he slips it through.
Now we just see here, part of the setup there, Hawthorn playing against the wind, Jared. So what they're doing is they're just setting up a really tight cone.
"18 goals for the season so far. He will not miss from here. Hardly ever misses anyway. But it's a 2-point game. And Fremantle still a massive chance to break their 2016 duck. 2-point lead to the Dockers, 7-2 to 6-6. Hill gave it away. Gunston, hard-tongue, discipline, centering kick. Mundy with a fist. McAvoy with a knock. Gibbo rarely kicks them. What about that? Josh Gibson, a rare one.
Well, they take the lead with a very good shot at goal from Gibson, but there's a good tap out here from big boy McAvoy. And you see, started really well, and then have just lost the grip on the game in the last few minutes.
Sutcliffe a little untidy there. I think he knows. For O'Brien's second. In the blink of an eye. Hawks out by 10.
Yeah, no, good finish there. Rossi Lyon starting to get frustrated, of course, but I think that was definitely a free kick, though, this one. He just looked there. His body weight was already...
Hill. Neil Hill. Horrible kick. Gibson plays on quickly. Birchall sets sail. What is a local boy? The Tasmanian knows how the breeze blows here.
Yeah, be disappointed with that. Stephen Hill coming out. Defence butchered that footy. You just see the duck here. Drops the body weight. Yeah, I think Mzunga was stiff.
Short to Puwapalo. And got the high.
Just got caught unawares. It gathered speed, that ball.
Hard-tongue, gives it off. Hill, time to steady. Just squeezed through.
Well, once they work the ball back to the middle of the ground, Josh Gibson had it, then the zone is effectively ineffective because it's got to cover too wide a territory.
Yeah.
And they,
Right. They're keeping them in it. 10-13 to 7-3, and again
boys.
an errant kick. It's a raffle now. Lewis the winning ticket. Beautiful yet horrible.
and I reckon you're entitled to flick the biro out. I mean, professional footballers, we all made mistakes over the journey, but these are just basic.
Langdon got a touch for you on cue. Mitchell the steal. Bomb Hill. Sicily up. Alex Pearce. Puopolo bounced up like a rubber ball and rolls through another.
And so the inevitable flood has just charged through. The gates were opened. And I'll talk about improvement. I might be being harsh here, but let's just have a look to see if this should.
Goal 7 to 2 behinds. They've just basically, they've wilted under the pressure the Hawks have put them to.
Well, distance was never a problem, nor was the accuracy.
Well, it's just great to see Isaac Smith go to work. He's a brilliant player. He's a complete player. And he's also, as we just saw, a pretty good shot at goal.
Hawthorn with this breeze. 10 seconds left. O'Brien looks up. Player screaming for an inside 50. Sicily, Gunston, Spur. He let it go. Bruised. Awesome.
On the siren, they're not boozed, they're bruised.
You just can't keep a good team down. They might be without 3 of their big stars, Hodge, Rioli and...
He looks a pretty, a player with a long future in front of him. He works well, he's strong, he's hard in the contested ball, and he looks balanced.
They've got Rioli to come back in next week, they expect. Luke Hodge, Jared Roughhead. There's some upside to these Hawks. David King.
Some issues down here on the boundary line for the Fremantle Dockers. You've got the captain, looks like he's got...
That is the way to recruit ruckman. It is very difficult to get a young ruckman in the draft and have him ready to go. Nick Nat's one of the few players that had the physical development. Quite often they take about 5 years to be able to cope with playing in the ruck at AFL level.
Didn't want to be traded, didn't know he was going to be traded, but he's now got 2 premierships that he can talk about for the rest of his life.
What's your thoughts, Kingy?
Just want to have a look at where we sit with the Hawthorn Football Club. That you can...
Came back at the football late. Obviously, that's a good lesson for Hughes. It was on him there.
A couple of times now Hughes has fallen for the same trap.
Sicily, one of those who's trying to establish himself in this lineup. And he creeps that through. With 19 seconds left on the clock, the Hawks have 17 for their afternoon.
What he does have is a good turn of foot. He's got quick feet. We just watch this. So the ball